What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Good afternoon. What's happening, guys? Oh my goodness. What a great day. What a great day. So let me get the Onyx coin chart up on Onyx coin, the ZBEC chart up on the screen for you guys. First of all, looking good inside of our bull pennant here, guys. Looking pretty juicy. That's what you want to see. So far, so good. Facing resistance at the top of the trend line, facing support at the bottom. That's what we want to see, guys. That's what we want to see. Just ping ponging. Like I said, we probably spend about another week inside of this before we make our next move up. Probably through the weekend. What day is it today? Thursday? Is it? No, it's Wednesday. Wednesday today. Probably after the weekend, we'll probably see this break to the upside next week, somewhere around 207.75, 207.6. That's a hell of a breakout, guys. That's like a 73% move to the upside coming if this structure plays out, right? Very, very bullish on ZBEC. Let's get into the super chats. Holy smokes, Cody, thank you so much for your generosity, my friend. Thank you for everything you do. You've made a lot happen for me in the best ways financially. Cody, I'm so happy that I could do that, my friend. The goal here on the channel and what I really feel is my goal, our mission, is to change people's lives for the better, for themselves and for their families financially. Because while money isn't everything, guys, it buys you time to spend with your family, right? And that's the mission here at the end of the day. Ramona with the super chat as well. Thank you so much, Ramona. You're always here supporting the channel. Let's make sure to show some appreciation for all Rob does. Please hit the like and subscribe. Absolutely. Hook 'em. Building that new bag, that new gem bag. Can't wait for June. Yes, here's the thing. I dropped another G-bar, another grand in there this morning. I put my buy alert over on the Patreon. So people were asking me, well, we're a little bit green today, so why would you buy today? And here's the thing, guys. When we're buying into a gem that's about to pop off, like when it's about to go from like a 20, $30 million market cap to like a 2, 3, $400 million market cap, it's about to explode. I'm not going to cry whether I bought in now or 5% lower, right? So I am accumulating this gem very, very bigly right now, guys. Hopefully you guys are too. You're getting my buy alerts. I'm super excited about what's going to happen with this one, guys. I'm super excited. So yeah, if you want to know what it is, guys, get over to the Patreon because it's going to pop just like ZBEC has been popping very, very soon. Do not be left on the sidelines. Hookem says, paying for these super chats with my ZBEC carbon card. There you go, man. There you go. I love it. Parallel Life. Thanks for all you do, Rob. And thank you to everyone in that Patreon. Absolutely. We have such an amazing community over there, guys. It always, I'm always so proud when I go over there and I see everybody helping each other and stuff like that. Everyone, speaking on their experiences, whether it's from hot wallets or cold wallets or, gas fees or whatever it is, it's absolutely amazing. J Money in the house with a super sticker. I appreciate you, brother. Bulbasaur making it repping. Rarely catch these videos live, so gonna super chat it up while I'm here. Hey, I love that attitude, brother. I love that attitude. A little bit of South Park action. Andy, my Scottish brother, what's going on? Making it look easy, bro. Put that time machine away, Rob. All your gems pamping. Yeah, yeah, they are. The one we're accumulating right now, it's up. ZBEC pumping. ZBEC's up almost 20% on the day. It is looking absolutely fantastic out there, man. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, man. Yes, everybody's making money. See, this is the fun times, guys. These are the fun times in crypto, right? And here's the thing. All the money that you guys are making right now on these gems and everything like that, you guys deserve every single penny you're making because you stuck through the hard times, right? All those guys, you probably don't even remember. If you remember back last year, every time we saw one of those bigger dumps and stuff like that, I was sitting here telling you guys, you're not even going to remember this, right? And tell me right now, do you remember one specific off the top of your head time? Probably not, right? So none of them mattered. You guys stayed strong through them. You held on. And now here you are, right? Reaping the benefits of that. Now, we did lose people along the way. A lot of people got frustrated and emotional, and they left crypto, and, they sold at a loss and all that fun stuff, right? But we can't save everybody at the end of the day, right, my friends? But you guys deserve every penny you're making right now because you stayed committed to your plan. So that's what I love to see. That's what I love to see. Jake the Snake, Roberto, please stop being so arrogantly correct. You're making everyone else look bad. Be considerate to the rest of YouTube, for crying out loud. Matt, again, supporting Crypto Blueprint. My guy, my dude. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure you're jumping over to Crypto Blueprint as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. And make sure you thank Matt, guys, for the gifted memberships. DJar, what's up, man? Look into Mamo. I'm up nearly 50% since last night. I think I looked at that project yesterday, didn't I? Was it here? Or I think it might have actually been in the Patreon live stream last night. Someone might have asked me over there. Somebody asked me to look. I know I looked at this project yesterday, but let's have a look. Yeah, I said this was a good tokenomics, good market caps on base. Very, very new project. Yeah, honestly, even though this is up 27%, not gonna lie, guys, it's probably still a pretty decent pickup. Not gonna lie. The only problem I see is it has no centralized exchange listing. So the only place you're picking it up for the most part is Aerodrome or on Uniswap, right? But that doesn't mean it's not going to get more listings, right? So once this thing gets some more listings, yeah, like it's probably going to launch. It's probably going to launch. It's literally breaking all-time highs right now. So good project. I like it. I dig it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Absolutely. Let's get into the chat a little bit here. Paul, my dude, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you once again. Let me get something else on the screen here. Another local. Yo, weirdos, thank you for the donations. Patreon crew is fire. Yes, everybody came together and helped out a brother who, who suffered something catastrophic. So we have the best community, guys. We really do. We really, really do. Joy, what's going on? Hey, Rob and Patreon family. Hope everyone's having a good day. Everyone hit the likes. Rob is always dropping great content. There you go. Absolutely. We got the fries that'll cross your eyes, baby. J Money, what's up, man? God bless you, my friend. Cryptis, what's going on? Rob and Crypto fam, so bullish on Zvic, but a dip would be nice. Yeah, it's pumping. It's up 20%. 20% on the day. Jesse and James, what's going on? Leading us to the gains. That's what we do. Beebs, my guy, my dude, my brother from another mother. Rich is in the house. What's up, weirdo? Ty, good to see you, my guy. Good to see you, Ty. I appreciate you, buddy. WF Capital in the house. Z-Beck, absolutely. Leo, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing pretty good. I got my son. Just a reminder, guys, it's Wednesday. I do have my son's soccer game tonight. So the live stream this evening might be a little bit later than usual, but it might be on time. Either way, just a reminder. I got my son's soccer today. Nam Lee, hey Rob, any good news on Miria? Thank you. I know that MetaRush has been going very, very well. Miria pumped hard yesterday, like 35% or something like that. Yeah, it had a good, it's having a little bit of a correction today, but it's only down 3.5%. So yeah, I'm expecting another leg up for Miria really, really soon here, actually. Let me pull up the Miria chart real quick because I want to have a look at it. Let me just put Leo back on the screen here. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look over at Miria. Because yes, it has been making moves over the last 24 hours. Hell to the yeah. Miria. All right, here we go. See, a little bit of a correction here, but look at this, guys. When you zoom out, textbook inverse head and shoulders played out very, very nicely. We met resistance right here, 201289. So if we can consolidate a little bit, I would like to see us make another run. We got to break above this level right there, right? We got to break above 201436. That's probably going to be your resistance level. If we can break above that, guys, there's not a lot of resistance above us. This thing could have a big move to the upside. So very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Right, where was I? Brock, what's up, buddy? Hey, happy Wednesday. Can you please go over Sir Weapon protocol? Been accumulating. Want your thoughts? What's the ticker on that? Sir Weapon? Sir Weapon. SUIR. WAP. Sir. Nope, that's not it. Sir Wad. Yeah, okay, I got it here. $85 million market cap. It's got good tokenomics. It's on SUI, RWA play. Brand spanking new project, not even 2 weeks old. What do they do? It's a protocol. It's a live protocol on SUI that enables tokenization. Okay. Yeah, I mean, tokenization of real estate, commodities, and private equities. I mean, it's got some listings as well, right? You got MEXC, you've got KuCoin and Gate.io. That's okay. Most of your volume is on Gate.io for some reason. I would think it would have been on KuCoin, but so that tells me that if I'm not mistaken, Gate.io is an Asian. It's in Asia, one of the Asian countries, I think. So it seems to be popular in the East. Yeah, seems like a good pickup to me, man. I don't see why not. Leo, what's up, man? Gloria, what's happening? Crypto fam, Danny's in the house. Volks, hey, Robin, everybody. Missed one-on-one last night. My days have been mixed up. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. H. Barbarina in the house. What's going on, man? Pump up the jam. Absolutely, man. Go fast. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Guys, Patreon is actually active. Don't miss out on the gems, guys. We are heavily accumulating. Absolutely, we are. I just dropped another $1,000 into our gem this morning. Absolutely. I picked up a couple of other things as well, but the biggest purchase I did was in the gem this morning. So, yeah, you guys, like you're gonna want, if you think ZBIX partnerships are impressive right now, and you've been watching ZBIX price action, and you're wondering if you should get in and stuff like that, guys, listen. The new gem we're accumulating over on the Patreon right now, it's going to explode. It's already looks like it's a beach ball being held underwater. It's trying to pump already, guys. Get over there. Time is of the essence, because when this thing explodes, you don't want to be one of those people on the sidelines saying, is it too late to buy it now after it's up 300 or 400%? Get in early, guys, or miss the boat, right? Get over to the Patreon. I just dropped another $1,000 into it this morning. Gary, hit the likes, folks. Absolutely, man. Leo, I love dry powder. There you go. Konnichiwa. Kiza in the house. Guys, make sure, yes, absolutely. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. Doesn't cost you a single penny. So go ahead and hook a brother up. The HBO special. Easy. Yo. Smash the likes, fam. Ari, what's going on? Good to see you. 76 people in here. Press the like button. Yeah, how many people do we have? We have 447 people watching, 95 likes. Guys, you're doing me dirty right now. Come on, hook a brother up. Will my buy order fill at 2036? That's the question. It's possible. It is possible. It is possible. I'm going to put the Bitcoin chart on the screen. Remember yesterday I told you guys that if we did not close above this white line at 109,600, that we were probably going to come back down and retest 107,000. Well, look at that. Look at that. Do you know how much I sacrificed? William, what's up, buddy? Going retro. Carl, good to see you, man. How do we book a one-on-one? I'm part of the Patreon. Just shoot me a DM over on the Patreon, and we'll get you figured out. Onyx, second Pokemon of the day. Christopher in the house. What's good? Hope everyone's doing well and staying away from scams. Absolutely, guys. There's a video in the library which explains how to do it. Yes, exactly. Hey, Rob. Proppy's eating up the dip and not caring about anything. Is Proppy doing good? Wow, Zebek's up 24% now. Zebek is not stopping, guys. Proppy's up 10% as well. Yeah. Did you guys hear about Render? I don't really have the story on it, but Render got delisted from Coinbase today. Crazy. Render is the #1 AI category project. It just got delisted from Coinbase for some reason. I don't know why. I need to look into it, but I'm not holding any Render, but holy smokes, I did not see that coming. Looks like Zebek will run fast, then Jasmine goes. Sound about right? Hell yeah. I'm getting too old for this. Quentin, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. There she is. Gamma Goddess in the house. Hope all is well. Let's stay focused and get this money. WF Capital says Zebek. Yes, absolutely. Over the Tops in the house. What's up, man? Crypto B, greetings. Does it feel weird that Hara is stalking you all over the internet? Bet it's annoying. Yes, I was shocked when Hara followed me last night and put out a post thanking me as well, and me specifically. That was extremely bullish, and I greatly appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. Did not see that coming. I was just sitting here like getting notifications. I'm like, why am I getting notifications that my X account is blowing up? Like, what's going on over there? And I open it up and boom, Hara tags me in a post and follows me on X. I'm like, damn. Aaron, if you had 50K to deploy, would you spread it over 10 projects, 5K each? No, I would not. I'd probably stick to 5 or 6 projects tops. That's probably where I would be. Gamma says Rob is the man. He's got all the big guns looking for at his content. There you go. Yes. Zebek barely slowing down. I'm trying to add on. Yeah, it's pumping. 24%. This is crazy. Zebek is crazy. Everything. Evening from the UK. Danny in the house from the UK. Like the video, folks. Yo, Overcome. What's up, man? Very bigly. Very, very bigly. UK family strong in the Patreon. There you go. Sweet Biddy. What's up? What's up? Alex, what's the TA on XCN? Let's have a look at XCN. Let's pull up the Onyx coin chart. We're putting in those higher lows. We are putting in those higher lows. Yeah. I mean, we could come back down and retest maybe 1 cent 6.6 or even as low as 1 cent 5.59 1 cent 6. We could come down and test this bottom here before we move back up again, but that would be pretty normal actually. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. So you might get a little bit of a DCA opportunity, not much of a pullback. We might see like a tops, we might see like a 12% correction, maybe. So, love what you do. Thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate you, man. Can I get a lottery numbers with you, bro? Rob, you're turning in INTK, crypto celebrity. Oh, no, I'll always be just humble, Rob. That's it. I ain't going nowhere. Nice. Crypto money. Do we still think Zebek's dropping? Well, I think we're going to consolidate on Zebek. I mean, we could see wicks down, yes, right? So on this bull pennant, we could see us come down and retest like 2033, 2035 on a wick, though. We'll probably do that and then close, as long as we continue to close our full body candles inside this bull pennant, then we're fine. I think it's going to take about a week for this to play out, though. A week and a half to consolidate in this bull pennant. So basically what I'm saying is, even if this daily candle closes today up here, we're probably going to see another red candle come back down even halfway. We're probably going to consolidate inside of here, right? So this is an accumulation zone. That's what this is, right? To DCA. That's what that is to me. Ya boy, Future Crew here, Colorado chapter. Nice, nice, nice. Another place I'm considering moving to, good old Colorado. Where were we here? Galaxy Shooter in the house. What's up, my guy? Cody, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Thoughts on Janction ETH-based governance token? Yeah, I'm still looking into it. I was reading a little bit about it from Icy Amphibian over on X, I think this morning or last night. It works in tandem. It's a lot of people are paranoid that it's going to replace Jasmy. That's not the case, guys. They work in tandem. Jasmy, Hara himself has stated multiple times that Jasmy is the utility token for the Janction ecosystem, right? You get it as a reward for staking. You get it as a reward for providing data in your PDL. It's the gas token for the ecosystem. Jasmy's not going anywhere. Janction is just paired with it as another reward token. That's all, right? So I'm not worried. It doesn't worry me at all. In fact, I don't even think that Janction, from what I understand right now, I think the only way to get Janction is in the ecosystem. I don't think you're going to be able to buy it on exchanges. Like, it's not going to be listed on Binance or anything like that. So, from my understanding, anyways, for now. Carlos, do you just need to dump XCN at this? No. XCN's going to have a monster run still, my friend. Harlow, what's up, buddy? You and the Patreon saved me and my portfolio. Thanks for all you do. Now hit the like button. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Zebek is looking for more. Yeah, man, it's not stopping. It is not stopping. Matt Adam, Crypto Blueprint Printing Financial Freedom. There you go. Having trouble with the super. It's going through, but I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, is it giving you a hard time? That's weird. That's weird. Green Tea, what's up? Good to see you, Squirtle. Good to see you. Hey, Rob, have you heard of SXT? Seems like an interesting project. SXT. I think I have heard of that. SXT. Why do I know that ticker? Yeah, Space and Time. I looked at this the other day for somebody. It's brand new, not even a month old. Smart contract platform. It's got good listings, yeah. All-time high was 20 days ago. Yeah, it seems like a good project, man, honestly. I mean, I don't know enough about it. I don't see the market cap on here, but I can't imagine it's very big. Only 5 billion max supply. It seems okay from what I see. Space and Time. It's a Microsoft-based blockchain for ZK proven data. Nice. Yeah, seems decent to me, man. GFAL exploded 15% higher this morning off of all-time lows. Did GFAL explode? I like GFAL. Oh yeah, it's up almost 11% on the day so far. Nice. Very nice. Yes, you like it. Thanks for the gifted membership. I'm thinking everyone is waiting for crypto legislation before massive release like Swiftcoin. Hey, maybe. Patreon is awesome. Absolutely, man. JD Beats. Brand new to the Patreon today, sir. Matched your trade with that 1K gem. Looking good. Nice. There you go. Congratulations. Welcome to the family, my friend. Welcome to the family. Oh, House. Please, guys, Zebek is climbing. Don't leave XCN and Jasmy because it's pumping now. Patience. Yeah, the worst thing that someone can do is sell something that hasn't pumped yet and that is boring and kind of sideways and down. To sell that to buy something that's green and pumping is one of the biggest rookie mistakes in crypto. Never, never, never should someone do something like that, right? Patience is key, guys. Patience is key. What's going on with Swift? Patience, my friend. I just did a video talking about Swiftcoin this morning over on YouTube. Check it out. Super chat. Rolling over my XRP profits to Zebek. There you go. Nice. There you go. Zebek having trouble with the super trap going through. I'll figure it out eventually, even though well worth sending it. Is it giving you a hard time? That's so strange. Is anybody else having trouble giving a super chat right now? Gloria apparently is having a super hard time. Jared, hey, got a second before work. Rob, the most accurate and honest leader out there. Thank you for everything. Super excited for the next few years. Yes, we're gonna get that cheddar, brother. No worries, man. My only Nick. I'm concerned about XYO since I bought it. It's bleeding out 3+ weeks. I'm down 10%. I wouldn't be concerned, man. It's a good project. It's a good project. It's going to have its turn. Don't worry about it. Never sell something that's red and boring for something that's pumping. Be patient. Allow time for your investments to mature, guys. Right? That's how you win in this space. Allow time for your investment to mature. Thoughts on Scale? Scale actually, Scale. Funny story. Oh, that's Skate. Sorry, I was thinking Skate. Scale. Let me have a look at Scale. Scale. I think I talked about Scale like a year ago. The symbol looks familiar. It's good tokenomics. $138 million market cap. Launched at the peak of the last bull run. Smart contract platform. GameFi layer 1. Made in USA. Nice. All-time high in the last bull run, $1.22. It's got good listings. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. I mean, I don't know if it's going to get back to $1.22, but it does look like a decent play, in my opinion. Danny says no issues sending super chats there. Cody says no issues, working just fine. Done words are not permitted in super. Oh, some words. Yeah. It might be the words you're trying to use in the super chat that's why it's not going through. I remember Ramona saying that, I think yesterday or the day before. Some words, not done. Yeah, I was picking up what you were putting down, Ramona. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. There's certain words for some reason you can't use. That's why I say like Mr. T and stuff like that, because there's certain things that I can't say or else I get censored as well. So yeah. All right, where were we in the chat? Let me just find where I was. Concerned about XYO, thoughts on Scale. What's your Patreon name? I can't find it. I can't find you, sir. Crypto Future. I'm the only Crypto Future on there. I put $4,000 into it 3 days ago. Nice. There you go, brother. There you go. Waiting on XCN to make me rich. Yes. Batman, but poor. Where do you place buy orders through? Where do I buy it? I mean, I'm in Canada, so I can buy it a lot of different places. I can buy it almost everywhere it's listed. So, but where are you? If you're in the States, you can buy it on Coinbase Wallet or Phantom Wallet. Yeah, Zebek running again. Absolutely, man. The old render tokens that got delisted. Render is still available on Coinbase. Yeah, it gets delisted on the 26th, or no, what did they say? June. Hang on a sec. I looked it up. It was like June something. Let me look. They've announced that they're delisting Render. What the heck? Grok gave me an answer earlier that Render did get delisted, and now it's not delisted. I don't understand. Yeah, because I heard that happened, and then I asked Grok this morning, and Grok said yes, it got delisted, but now it's saying no, it didn't get delisted. Grok is playing with my emotions. Not cool, Grok. Not cool, bro. Gamma Goddess, goal reached. Thank you so much, Gamma Goddess. We've reached the goal. You guys are absolutely epic. Absolutely epic. Where were we? Okay, Emmy. Rob Father getting recognized by Hara. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy, guys. I did not see that coming. So I am so appreciative that Hara followed me and acknowledged me. Acknowledge me, right? Harlow, Rob, I told Hara to hit the like button. There you go. Nice. The XEN chart looks like it's about to pop, man. Yes, things can have a little bit of a correction first. A little bit of a correction first. Down, then up. Only like, 10 to 12%. Thanks, Rob, you the man. No problem, man. No problem. Ryan, what's up, buddy? What's up, Big Rob? Swiftcoin, diamond pattern, maybe, hopefully. Yes. I mean, Swiftcoin, when it moves, it's going to explode. I was watching Caesar today, and shout out to Caesar, and he was predicting it going up like close to 20 cents was his target for the end of June. I hope he's right on that. That would be fantastic. So remember, nothing is certain. We don't play in certainty, so he's not guaranteeing it. It's a probability, right? So just keep that in mind. Do you see VeChain going, doing anything in the short term? I mean, VeChain did really, really well in the bear market. They did a lot of partnerships and stuff like that. A lot of collaborating, and things looked really, really good, really, really good. But they haven't really done anything in like a year or so. You haven't really heard any big news coming out of VeChain. So I don't know. It'll probably still do okay. I mean, I hold a little bit of VeChain, not a big bag, but I don't know. I think there's other projects that'll probably do better, to be honest, in the same space. How does Jasmy's chart look? I think Jasmy's chart looks almost identical to Swiftcoin's, I believe. No, it doesn't actually. We're in this upward channel breaking to the downside right now. So, yeah, looks like we're going to see a little bit of a correction on Jasmy here. Where could we come down to? Where could we come down to? To the low. I mean, we could come down to about 1 cent 6.2 or maybe 1 cent 5.1. I don't see us going any lower than that. So yeah, a little bit of a correction possible, a little bit of a DCA opportunity. Losing my faith in XCN. Hey, patience, man. Josh, have patience, brother. Right? Don't let your emotions get the best of you, because the second you get out of the project is when it's going to pump up like 150%, man. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Clifford, test, and thank you, Rob, and Crypto Future Community. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Where else are we? Riding the house money on XCN and ZMEC. Big W's. Thank you, Rob. Do you have any thoughts on Stronghold and DAG? Yes, I like both of them. I'm more bullish on Stronghold than I am on DAG, but I do like both projects are going to do very, very well. I made a silly mistake. Uh-oh. What'd you do, brother? What's up? Love from across the pond. Nice. Loving the Crypto Blueprint page. Thank you so much for being over on Crypto Blueprint. If Janction won't be delisted on exchanges, won't be listed on exchanges, how do you redeem the rewards? You redeem it on the Janction platform into Jasmy token, right? Or you can use it as you convert it into Jasmy token, which then you can use as, Jasmy you can use as a gas token. You can cash it out. You can do whatever you want with it, right? You can stake it in the super wallet. Made a silly mistake, had cookie on 2 exchanges, thought I might move then to this same place, copied the cookie address, sent it, didn't realize on 2 different networks, lost. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, brother. That sucks, man. My wife hates crypto, but she still bought 3 million of a certain gaming token for a few weeks. Nice. There you go, brother. There you go. She's going to be happy. She's going to be happy. I FOMO'd, lost the bag. Don't be O-House. Damn. Hybrid Dad, do you email a link for the one? No, I send it to your DMs over on the Patreon. Render switch from Ethereum blockchain to Solana blockchain. Okay. Which is a great idea. I like that. I actually like that idea. 3K Sports, what's up, man? I have $500 burn in my pocket. What should I get? I mean, you got a lot of good options out there, brother. You gotta. If I was you, if you're over on the Patreon, I would pick up the gem that we're accumulating. That's what I would do. I just dropped $1,000 in there today, so yeah, it's gonna pop off soon, man. Dab, when Gala did something similar, they dropped down in price. Yeah, here's the thing though, Gala didn't do something similar. Gala converted to a V2 token, and they added more tokens. They increased the supply when they did it, right? Which hurt the price. They dumped a lot of it into circulation, which hurt its chances of getting back to its all-time high. And then the whole reason that Gala did that was because one of the founders stole a whole crap load of Gala. So the reason they did the token migration was so that the V1 tokens that the founder stole would be worthless. He couldn't cash them out or dump them on the community because they weren't worth anything, right? That's why they did their migration. And it was a mess. It was a disaster, right? So the circumstances were significantly different. Ali, hey, just join the group. Let's make that money. Welcome to the family, man. Welcome to the family. I believe mobile is also, yes, mobile is being delisted. That's why it was taking a hit. Boston, I converted my gains to ZBIC, and there you go. If my employer used ZBIC, I could DCA every day instead of wait. Yes, let him know, brother. Where do you buy your gems, Rob? I can't seem. Well, the one that we're accumulating right now on the Patreon, the gem we're accumulating there, you can get it on Coinbase Wallet, and you can get it on Phantom Wallet if you're in the States. I got a notification that it was being delisted the 2nd. Yeah, I guess it's because of the migration over to a different network, right? Yeah, the Ethereum one. Okay, it makes sense now. Trying to get ZBIC, buy now or wait. I mean, listen, it's going to consolidate, so it's a DCA opportunity, right? I need to change render over to the ERC20 to Solana. There you go. What's a safe buy order for ZBIC? I would just DCA, man. I wouldn't try to time it, right? Are super chats instant? Yes, I believe so. I believe they're instant. I think as soon as you type it and send the super chat, it should pop up right away. I think, anyways. I don't know. Maybe one of the other people that have been sending super chats can answer that question. What's a safe buy order for ZBIC? Already answered that. Sharon, what's a good breakout target for XCN? Well, like I said, I think it's gonna have a little bit of a correction first, probably 10 to 12% before we move up. Motives, what's up, man? Bought the Patreon last night. Thank you for your picks listing at work. Nice. There you go. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the family, man. ZBEC flying. Yes, up 17.5%. Yo. Man, the chat's just buzzing. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Where do you see Miria going next leg up? Next leg up, probably somewhere around 207, 208, probably. What is didn't know about the founder stealing token? Yeah, that's why they did the token migration. This cycle Jasmine price prediction, 25 cents now. Yes, on the Patreon. Nice. There you go. Super chats and goals are instant. There you go. Hey, Rob, nice that you're always positive. Hey, absolutely, man. We got to be positive, right? We got to be positive, man. You got to manifest in your life, right? Thought you would remember I'm Canadian. Oh, that's right. Yes. Hands are tied. Kind of frustrating. If you're in Canada, you can get it on KuCoin. Shook, what's up, brother? Shout out to the Crypto Future community, always listening at work. Shook is the man, guys. If you're not subscribed to Shook, I don't know what you're doing with your life. BBP, where do we buy the new gem? If you're in the States, you can get it on Phantom Wallet and Coinbase Wallet for Gala. Nick with the super chat. Rob's changing lives. That's what we do, man. We all have a purpose, right? We all have a purpose. Absolutely. Everything through God's grace, though, guys. Everything through God's grace, right? I wouldn't be able to do anything or help anyone if it wasn't for him. So GameStop buys. Yes, they did. They did. GameStop put a bunch of Bitcoin on their balance sheets, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Let's get into some of the news. Holy smokes, we've been talking for an hour, and I haven't even gotten to the chat's been going nuts. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy today. Let's get into it. Let's have a look at some news. Holy smokes. Okay. We do have a lot to get through. So, by the way, guys, I do have a video coming out later today about a new Zebek partnership. So, yes, another one. So make sure you guys are around for that. Quick shout out to the channel sponsor first, Decent Biometric Wallet, guys. They got a 2-for-1 deal going on right now for the biometric wallets. They also have the card wallet. Get yours today, guys. Keep your crypto off exchanges, not your keys, not your coins. All right, let's get into it. What do we have? All right, JD Vance said they're going to fire every regulator like Gary Gensler. Check it out. Guys dropping heat.
Eliminating the rules, the red tape, and the lawfare that we saw aimed at crypto by our predecessors. We're ending the weaponization of federal regulations against this community. To put it simply, Operation Choke Point 2.0 is dead, and it's not coming back under the Trump administration.
Can I get an amen?
And by the way, it's crazy that was ever even controversial, the idea of using the regulatory power of the government to crush an industry and to crush people who espoused a view that you didn't like. It's crazy, but let my words today serve as Operation Choke Point. Let me serve as its obituary. Now this is my vow to every single person here. You will never see this administration trying to handicap your community or diminish the impact it's had on the economy. Instead, we reject the Biden administration's legacy of death by 1,000 enforcement actions.
Yes.
We reject regulators. Maybe the most important thing that we did for this community, we reject regulators and we fired Gary Gensler, and we're going to fire everybody like him.
I see that as a win, guys. Oh, that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. What else do we have? We got another super chat to get to here. Cody, been having a blast with crypto since joining the Patreon. Listening to you and Otaku made the work days easy and fun. Smash those likes. Yes, absolutely, Cody. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. We love having you, man. We love having you aboard, my friend. We have such an amazing community, guys. Anthony Pompliano, the money printer has been turned back on and asset prices are about to fly again. Let's go.
The administration is making a significant pivot in their economic policy right now. We just watched them shift from a focus on cutting government spending all the way to an obsession now with growth at all costs. The strategic change is coming at an interesting point in time. Creative Planning's Charlie Bolello, he highlights that the U.S. money supply hit a new all-time high in April. It's the first time in 3 years. After a brief hiatus, the money printer is back on. Put money printing off to the side for a second. It's not the only reason why timing really matters right now. Global macro investors Julian Biddle, he explains how there's a very high correlation to the late 1990s. He writes that the current equity correction is tracking almost perfectly with what we saw in 98. Markets had gotten hit by Russian debt default, and the long-term capital management hedge fund had blown up. Currently, those two periods, 98 and today, 97% correlated. When sentiment gets max bearish and positioning is extremely one-sided, just as liquidity conditions start to improve, that feeds into it economic data with a lag. The market scrambles to reprice. That's often where V-shaped recoveries are born. Since those April lows, S&P's up 12%, NASDAQ's up 16%, and Bitcoin's up 26%. So while that market recovery from the late 1990s may give investors some peace of mind, it is important to understand that U.S. stocks are now more expensive than nearly any time in modern history. But here's the real problem. U.S. households are holding more stocks than ever before, and this combo is rare and risky. The NASDAQ's trading at a PE ratio of 26. The S&P 500 is trading at a PE ratio of 21. Not exactly cheap from a historical point of view. And investors are bullish to say the least, regardless. Mike Zaccardi shows that the Goldman Sachs Social Media Economic Sentiment Index, that's near an all-time high as well. So if everyone's bullish and the money printer is getting turned back on, things could get very, very, very crazy from here. And that's just normal assets like the S&P and NASDAQ. Certain individual stocks, those are poised to accelerate higher as retail investors take larger positions. But Bitcoin may be the granddaddy of them all. We know Bitcoin's the asset most sensitive to global liquidity. That came from Sam Callahan and Lynn Alden, who did a great analysis. But now REFERRAL's data, that shows that Bitcoin balances on exchanges, it's near a new all-time low. And it's not just the exchanges. Quentin Francos, he sees that a rapidly decreasing amount of Bitcoin is also available on OTC desks as well. So fewer and fewer Bitcoin are available for sale at the exact same time that central banks are firing up their money printer. More fiat chasing fewer coins. That only means that we have to see Bitcoin's price rise to accommodate everyone. We've seen this a few times in Bitcoin's history already, but it never gets less exciting. The next few months, this should be quite fun. So hang in there, keep your head on a swivel, and get ready for the fireworks.
Yes. We got about 130 to 150 days left of this bull run, guys. Things are going to get fun. Things are going to get fun. I am jacked up about that. All right, what else do we have? We got an article to get through. Let's get through this article. Bitcoin price, crucial support levels emerge amid consolidation. The cryptocurrency market is currently witnessing a fascinating phase for the king of digital assets, Bitcoin. After a significant run-up, Bitcoin's price is now consolidating, hovering around the psychological $100,000 mark. This period of sideways momentum often precedes a larger move, making a critical time for investors and traders to understand the underlying dynamics. Consolidation is a market phase where the asset price trades within a relatively narrow range, indicating a balance between buying and selling pressure. For Bitcoin's price, this period above $100,000 suggests that despite reaching a major milestone, the market is taking a breath, digesting recent gains, and perhaps accumulating energy for the next directional move. This is a stark contrast to rapid parabolic rises or sharp corrections, pointing towards a more mature market structure developing around these higher prices. Taking profits, some investors who bought at lower prices are likely taking profits. New entrants, buyers are stepping up at 100,000 plus. Market uncertainty, global macroeconomic factors, and regulatory news can cause hesitation. And whale activity, large holders often play a significant role during consolidation phases, either accumulating or distributing. Observing how long this consolidation phase lasts and the volume associated with it can offer clues about the market's conviction for the next move. In any market, identifying reliable support levels are crucial for understanding where price declines might pause or reverse. According to analysts highlighted by Cointelegraph analysis, and insights from analysts like Keith Allen, a significant Bitcoin support level is potentially forming around $94,000. This level isn't arbitrary. It aligns closely with key technical indicators and the 21-week moving average. The 21-week moving average is often watched by long-term investors and traders as it can represent a dynamic support or resistance line over medium-term trends. A retest of this level should a correction occur from the current consolidation range would be a key test for the bullish structure. Holding this level would reinforce the significance of a strong floor, potentially providing a springboard for price appreciation. Why is 94K important? Well, the alignment with the 21-week MA is technical indicator widely followed benchmark for trend health. Previous price action, often round numbers or previous resistance levels, can turn into support and psychological importance. While not a round number like 100,000, 94K represents a notable dip that might attract buyers looking for a discount. So while 94K is a prominent level, traders should also be aware of a potential minor support zone within the current consolidation range, which could offer temporary bounces even if the price heads towards the 21-week moving average. Just as support levels indicate potential floors, resistance levels highlight areas where selling pressure is expected to be strong, potentially capping upward price movement. For the current market structure, the analysis points to a $112,000 level as holding the highest concentration of selling pressure. So there's a big sell wall at about $112,000 we need to break through. It may take multiple attempts to break through that level. Typically, it requires substantial buying volume and market conviction. A failed attempt to break resistance can lead to price pullback, potentially back towards the consolidation range or even towards the identified support levels. However, for me personally, we're going to have to get above $110,078 before we even start talking about $112,000. The action of large holders, often referred to as whales, have a disproportionate impact on the cryptocurrency market due to their sheer volume of assets. The observation that whales are increasing their holdings during this consolidation phase is a noteworthy point. From Cointelegraph reports, this accumulation could be interpreted as a bullish sign, suggesting that these large players anticipate higher prices in the future and are using the current sideways movement to build their positions without causing significant price spikes. So whales are DCAing and buying the dip right now. Are you? That's the question. Challenges and considerations. Despite the potential for identifying clear support and resistance, the crypto market is inherently volatile. Unexpected news events. So Mr. T could just drop a nice little wrench in our plans, basically, on some sort of macroeconomic news. But outside of that, guys, I do think we're going to see a move to the upside soon. After a little bit of consolidation, we could retest 94. We're going to have to lose 97K first, though. So we'll see if that takes place. And we have ourselves a video. Let's get into it here. Vanguard's Joe Davis on how AI will transform the economy.
I think every company and industry is talking about that as artificial intelligence. Joining us now to look at how AI is transforming that economy. Vanguard's global chief economist and global head of the investment strategy group there, Joe Davis, is with us. He's the author of Coming Into View, How AI and Other Megatrends Will Shape Your Investments. And Joe, it's nice to see you this morning. The big question I think that everyone's always trying to figure out is we always talk about AI in this sort of very broad context, but actually how folks who are sitting at home can actually decide one way or the other to invest or not in AI and what that actually really means, given that beyond the sort of, big names, the NVIDIAs of the world, the Metas of the world, the Amazons of the world, is there some other way in?
I think there certainly is some other way in, Andrew. And again, thanks for having me. If you can look out 3 or 5 years, and even if you're bullish on AI, you think it's going to transform the labor market, it's going to raise corporate earnings. History is very clear around technology, and that is as it spreads, it gets outside of the tech sector, outside of so-called Silicon Valley. And so it's other parts of the market, non-tech, non-Mag 7, which would continue to, at a lower discount rate, a lower price point, they would start to outperform. Think of a hospital, think of an asset manager or a bank. If AI is truly transformational, it should be raising the productivity of a lot of firms outside of tech.
And so how should, though, viewers think about that piece of it, which is to say, most people aren't investing in hospitals on the back of this idea that AI is going to somehow lower costs. Should they be?
I certainly think so. If you want to deviate from the market, you want to take a little incremental risk to outperform. History is very clear. Again, there's 2 phases to every tech cycle. The first phase is kind of the euphoria. The technology is spreading out. The tech sector tends to outperform, but it's that second half. If you look longer down the chessboard, you start to see the spread. We saw it with electricity, cars, personal computer. You start to see that disruption, and that's where the profitability outside of tech. You can think of a value index. You can think of more concentrated holdings, but you got to look over the production of the technology and more the consumption. What are average companies doing with this technology?
Right. What's the chance that we have a major speed bump in between? A lot of times when there has been a radical transformation in our economy, there is also a collapse at some point too, which is to say, you go back and even look at, the 90s, we did have this dot-com bust in part because there was an overinvestment in certain parts of that economy. You could look at the fiber that was put in the ground at the time. You could look at some of the venture capital money that went into the dot-com world. Yeah. Do you think that we're headed towards that?
Well, I think there's certainly an elevated risk. It's one of the reasons why we're cautious on the U.S. stock market. History is very clear. Now, again, you never know the actual timing. We're not in 1999. We're not nearly that stretched. But one of the reasons why some other parts of the market outperform in the back half is in part because all the capital that's going in technology, and that's the irony. The technology ends up being transformational, and yet the investment outperformance can come from other parts of the market. You just got a lot of new entrants into the space.
In your book, you said that there was a conversation that you had with Jack Bogle that led you to study what you describe as these mega trends. Tell us about that conversation.
Well, again, mega trends aren't new, but what Jack asked me over 20 years ago is, say, listen, what we know for investing, what two things really matter most, and that's corporate earnings outlook and then interest rates for the bond and stock market. And, can we have some sort of framework looking at all the stuff that's going on in the world to get some sense of where the risks are? Just give me 3 or 5 years out, Joe, is what he asked me. Now, again, that's a tough exercise, but really it has led us to a data-driven framework that's taking tech, debt levels, globalization. We hear tariffs, obviously, in the headlines, and putting this all in one cohesive system. And the results are actually fairly eye-opening. And that's really just the point of the book, is that we're entering a tug of war between two forces, and everything else is less material. And that is AI versus the fiscal deficits. Both of these are in the headlines, and how those forces play out over the next 3 years will have a large impact on the financial markets.
Okay, so I think I know your optimistic view about the AI part of it. What's your view about fiscal deficit part of it?
Well, and again, we're really quantifying these effects. I know there is a lot of narratives out there, but we try to push ourselves. So what are the odds? Because if you give me the odds, I can construct a portfolio. This is around risk management. And again, what the conclusion is pretty straightforward. Unless AI is more transformative than the personal computer, and there's debate on that over the next 3 or 5 years, the odds are tilted in that way, but they're not a foregone conclusion. If it's not that transformational through automation and workforce impact, then we're talking about significant upward pressure on interest rates over the next 3 or 5 years, and we have a deficit issue. And so it really is this tug of war. I can tell you this, there's an 80% odds we cannot get the economic projections from the Federal Reserve and the Congressional Budget Office, the so-called consensus view. We're tough to generate those because of this tug of war.
But it sounds like if AI, it sounds to me like you're suggesting AI may win the race long term, but short term may lose the race, in which case you do what as an investor?
Well, I think that's, our outlook this year was not new to us. You have to mitigate risks at the margin. So you diversify your U.S. equity holdings, which have outperformed the past 3 years against any portfolio outside of the U.S. There's a lot of talk now on the weakness of the dollar, but that's not a new thesis for us. Last year we looked out of touch. Now we look prescient. I think the truth's in between. And you overweight fixed income, particularly shorter duration, not to be tactical, but really mitigate those risks that AI is longer out in terms of its transformative abilities. Because as you said, Andrew, we're going to have some fits and starts here.
Absolutely, guys. Don't sleep on AI, man. Do not sleep on AI. I might accumulate some AI stock in the bear market. We'll see what happens, right? Can you look at the M2? Yeah, I have that actually up right now. I don't think a dip is coming in the M2 or anything like. Oh, you're talking about right now. Yeah, but what you have to remember, we do have this little dip right here, which could be our dip down to about 104,000, which is what I was talking about from the article, right? So that could be this dip right here that we're talking about before this next leg up. So this, look at this. If this happens, if we do get this little dip here, and we come down to about 104,000, 105, 104,000, maybe 103, it's going to spring load us to a massive run to the upside, right? That would be, if we're just going from the bottom on the M2 money supply, if we stick to this correlation, that would be another 20% move to the upside on Bitcoin, up to about $123,000, $124,000 by what, July 5th. So June's going to be a fun month. We may see this dip happen and then take off somewhere around the 10th to the 12th of June. We could see this take off to the upside. And then the rest of June's just going to be fantastic. So you could see people get shaken out through the first week or so of June, because we'll see that little bit of a dip, and then we're just going to launch pad from there. That very, very possible in the M2 for sure. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oscar, been putting my portfolio away and not looking at it because of red days, but I'm back now. There you go. Good to see you back, brother. What did I miss? You missed a lot, brother. You missed a lot. Hey, Rob. What's up, man? What's up, Doc? I don't have a Gala price prediction, my friend. I don't think Gala gets back to its all-time high. They dropped, when they did their token migration, they dropped a whole crap load of tokens into circulation, which really hurt its ability to get back to its last all-time high. Where do you think? When do you think, with all of the changes in the U.S., that they're going to bring back other exchanges? Probably throughout the next. It's going to take time, right? Because you have to get regulations in place for exchanges, and then a lot of exchanges are not going to meet the requirements for regulation. They're going to have to prove their audit, they're solvent through audits and stuff like that. So a lot of exchanges are either going to go under, or they're going to have to leave the United States, right? So yeah, that's actually a big problem, but it's going to take probably 2 or 3 years to play out, right? So hang on. So yeah, I can't seem to figure out how to load Canadian funds onto KuCoin. Just use ShakePay or Newton as an on-ramp, and then turn your fiat into XRP, and then transfer the XRP over to KuCoin, because XRP is fast and instant, right? So, hey Rob, where do you see? Hey Rob, will we see Cookie taking a dip to 20 cents? I love me some Cookie. Yes, I do think it's possible we could see about 20, 21 cents. So bye-bye, Gary. Nice. Rob, lead us to the promised land, my friend, and brother in Christ. Absolutely, man. Rob, looking at Spectre AI, total supply 10 million. Any thoughts? Spectre AI. Tiny cap, yeah, it's got good tokenomics. 10 million max supply. AI, it's an AI agent play. All-time high $7. It's down quite a bit. There's your problem. Hard to buy, hard to sell. It doesn't have any listings, right? It's going to need some listings if it's going to take off. Rob, you expect a solid move up into July? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Mr. Ambitious, sorry I've been distant, brother. I'll sign up to the Patreon come payday, and I'll send a super book. There you go, brother. There you go. That's some support, man. Good to see you back, brother. Good to see you back, man. James, I don't know if you know yet, but Zebek had just added some news that got listed over in Japan. I'll have to look into it. I've been here talking to you guys for about an hour and 20 minutes. Kat, good to see you. Soul Boy, what's up, man? Bro, I'm still at member. Had to update my card. Nice. All right, guys. So the chat's buzzing, but I got to get going. I got some mentorship coaching calls I got to do over on the Patreon, guys. If you want to get in on your mentorship coaching calls, get over to the Patreon. They're absolutely free as a Patreon member. And guys, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Listen, okay? Listen to me now and understand me later. Okay, if you think that the partnerships and the price action on Zebek has been big, we're loading up on the next gem over on the Patreon right now. And we're not talking about a meme coin that's going to rug pull, guys. We're talking about a DPIN RWA play, fantastic tokenomics, and the partnerships are going to knock your socks off. Your face is just going to pour off, okay? It's going to melt. Get over there, check out this gem before it takes off, guys, or else you're going to be standing there later in about 4 to 6 weeks saying, do you think it's too late to buy in on that project? Get over there, start accumulating these gems now, guys, before they take off. ZBIC XCN, we got 500% returns on that. ZBIC ran up, we got over 400% returns on that, right? Next one's coming, guys. I made a video on it, uploaded to the Patreon. Get over there, get in early on that project, guys. I got to get going. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys later tonight. Remember, I got my son's soccer game tonight, so I will be a little bit later than usual, but God bless, guys. God bless.